And we are going. What's going on with everybody watching? It's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Green Dungeon, getting into your real raw rugged. And I got somebody on the other line. I'll let him introduce himself, man. Who do we have here today?
What's going on, family? Little Tony, man.
Hey man, how you doing today?
I'm just chilling and kicking it. Same old. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Like I was telling you off camera, I was pretty interested to do this interview. I think probably about early this year, I had seen I'd be on this website called KTT, like they post music on there. I had seen somebody posting music. I was like, oh, this is good. And I had never went back to it. But then fast forward, I had got an email saying that you was dropping two sides to every story. And I wasn't even correlating that you was the same person that had dropped that album. I was just like, okay, this album cover look interesting. It was just the album cover that brought me in. I was like, okay, I don't know who this is, but let me see what he's talking about. Hey, this is one of my favorite rap albums of the year, bro.
I appreciate that.
It's
Yeah.
one of my favorite rap albums of the year. I'm like listening to it, and then I'm gonna tell you why I like you because I know it's like a big Atlanta wave going on. It's a lot of I'm from Jacksonville, so certain similarities between Jacksonville and Atlanta, and a lot of young turn kind of like ignorant niggas, kind of coming out. You got like I like what you know. What I'm saying? I could tell you not a dummy. You feel me? Like I don't talk to a lot of niggas, and I'm like, I don't know if this nigga has a brain in his head, but I could tell you got a brain. I done seen interviews where you talking about certain stuff, and before we get into it, I just want to say I appreciate you being a young nigga with a little bit of sense. You feel me? I appreciate the angle that you coming from.
I appreciate that, boss, but I appreciate that you peep the way I'm coming from. Cause that's something that's a way that I try to carry myself that everybody peep that. Like he does like this young nigga. This not even no young nigga. I don't even be trying to like be categorized as a young nigga, like a young person or anything. Cause like I want it when you see me, you think I'm 25 up, you know what I'm saying? Just by how I move.
See, that's what I was thinking because I usually interview people that's like older than me. I'm young myself. I just turned 25, and you kind of like one of the first people I interviewed in a minute. You kind of one of the first people I interviewed in a little minute that was younger. But listening to you, I'm like, I could tell he trying to approach this at a very mature angle. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen in one of your interviews, you was basically saying that you want niggas to know you are intelligent. Like you don't want niggas to think you dumb or whatever. So like growing up, were you like a nigga in school that was like trying to pay attention, or are you just kind of like realizing like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should approach that at an intelligent level, or have you always kind of been like that?
Well, it was like I'm a lukewarm. How do you say a lukewarm student? I guess you could say because I'm lukewarm when it comes to certain stuff. Like you say in school, I never paid attention. But when it come down to money or anything that's appealing to my ear that could help me or anybody in my circle, I'm all down. Shit like that. So like it's kind of like you say, I ain't never really worried about school or really anything education wise. It's just really I learned everything from the street. And all right, this is how I did it. I learned everything from the street. And then when I started getting closer to God, I was a lukewarm Christian at first. So I would try to like mingle the street life with the Christian life. Like, all right, how could I move? How could I still be in the street but not make God mad? You feel me? So even though, because if you're a lukewarm Christian, you're not knowing that you can't be in. It's not no one foot in, one foot out. It's one way or the other. You see what I'm saying? But if you're a lukewarm Christian, you want to know that you got to go look into the passages, read the Bible to really know that. So way back when I would try to mix my lukewarm Christian life with my street life. So how I started moving the street was like, all right, I started moving with morals. Like instead of just being a crab dummy, if I gotta do something crazy, I'm gonna do it for a reason, just so that way I don't make God mad. You feel me? Like let me try to stay out of the way as much as possible and just get my money and stay out the way. Cause I'm thinking that's just the way you live, which is deeper than that. Is you can't there's no street life. Like you gotta get out of the all the way type shit. So that's how I was. So I translated from the streets. I learned from the streets, then I translated the shit I learned from the Bible to the streets. And then when I got out of the street, I translated all of the sense that I got that I've learned my whole life through everything to tell now. So now with this music industry and the business industry, I still play it kind of like the streets, but I just stay on 10 and but on a more professional way type shit.
See, that was something that interested me you because I was looking at your story one time. Like it was like fresh off listening to your album because like I said, your album is one of my favorite rap albums of the year. Like you make like damn like it's feel like 2005 type music. Like I mean you like
Yeah.
19. I'm like, bro, this goddamn cracking your draws music. You know what I'm saying? They got a
Mhm.
pistol in his draw. I'm like, bro, this type of music, a nigga that still wear plaid boxers type music, bro. I'm like, this is very old, like trap type music or what. I'm like, I'm liking this. And I look at your story, and then I was seeing you was posting like Bible verses. And I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that. Then I watched one of your interviews and you was talking about how you want you want to put your niggas on like religious tips or whatever. Like you got them in Bible study and you know what I'm saying? What you say after we die, I want to hang out with y'all boys in heaven, you know? And that was something
Exactly.
to me.
Of course, that's something that's big, like to me, like because I feel like um well the like I'm getting smarter and smarter every day. Like I I'm one of the type niggas who I ain't mean to do that.
You good?
I'm the type people who like I change fast. Like I'm always improving, always trying to learn, trying to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? Turn to a better version of me. You see what I'm saying? So that's why like talk to me. If you talk to me 4 weeks, talk to me a month or two from now. I'm not gonna be the same person. You're gonna be like, damn, I talked to him 2, 3 months ago. He was just talking about this and that. It's going, and I'm talking about positive shit now, but in 2, 3 months, I'm gonna be talking about real not even millions, just I might have my businesses started up and all type of stuff. You know, my property that I just bought I might have that rented out. You know, I move fast. You see what I'm saying? So like that's why like when I had got out of jail, like I learn from everything. I'm a person that learn from everything. Like that's why I change so much so frequently. Not change like I'm always me, but as in like, change for the better. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know the word like upgrade. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm talking about though. Like
Yeah, for
just
sure. Just evolving, essentially.
evolve into a more, yeah, I evolve a lot. So every time I go through a lot of shit in my life, so every time I go through a problem, I try to learn from it. So that's why I evolve so much, because I learn from everything that happens. Like I try to put a reason behind it, or okay, this happened because of that, and this would have prevented that. All right, so I'm not gonna do that, so I can prevent that from happening. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. So as I'm seeing all this shit going on in my life, every day it be some new shit with me every day. So by 3, 4 weeks or by a month, I done been through so much shit in a month. By the end of the month, I'm 10 times wiser. You see what I'm saying? So that's why as a 19-year-old, I'm so fucking wise. I done been through so much shit. Like I've been living on my own since I was 16, 17. You see what I'm saying? So I had to grow up early, and then I had a child when I was 16. You see what I'm saying? So it was like it wasn't no, it wasn't none of that shit. Like I had to grow up and real deal, like be a man since a young nigga. So that's why, like, at 19, I kind of sound like a grown ass man. Like I move like a grown ass man, cause that just like I had to move like that. Like I can't be no little boy. I always had to be the provider. You feel me? So that's just kind of how it is with me. You feel me? Like I don't know. Like just had to grow up fast, seen a whole lot of fast shit. That's just why I move the way I do.
Listening to you talk, I'm gonna assume you probably hung around like older people.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Cause like you know, like a lot of young niggas like are kind of living in the moment. And like once you get older, that's when you start like thinking about the future. And you talking about like 2, 3 months from now, you not trying to be the same Tony that you was talking to me. You trying to be on a whole different tip. So I just assume you hung around older people because that's how older people think. They trying to think about the future and not just living about the present. You know what I'm saying? I like if a nigga make you mad or something. No, I'm finna smite the nigga. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? You living in the moment. But then an older person be like, but if I do this, I'm gonna go to jail. I ain't gonna be able to feed my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you thinking about the future. So I could tell you probably took game from a lot of older people.
Yeah, because like really not trying to be funny, I am kind of the older person, like
Mm.
of everybody. Like I do be around a lot of old people and older folks, but it's like I've always had, like I say, I always had to be the provider, and I'm a young father. So as a young father and a young provider for my family, um, it's like without me, the motion gone. You see what I'm saying? So it's no time to play. You feel me? Like, so that's why I got no time to be a kid. I can't do the little young boy shit that everybody do because I'm not a little ass boy. Like, even though I might be a young man, yeah, but I'm not no little ass boy because I real deal got real life shit I gotta do and I got shit to handle like every day. Like my brother locked up for a body right now. Like, feel me? Like, and I'm paying for his lawyer. You feel me? If I get locked up, can't no nigga pay for his lawyer. Whenever he kept bond, can't no nigga pay his bond. You feel me? So I gotta stay out here to take care of him. I gotta stay out here to take care of my daughter. My pops, my manager. If I ain't getting booked, if I ain't getting features, if I ain't getting this, if I ain't getting that, he ain't getting paid. You feel me? So I gotta be the one out here making these moves. My brother them, they be rapping, they be going crazy. You feel me? They got their own little buzz, but you know, I help a lot too though. Like I'm like a good promo person. I be promoting my bro's music and shit too. Like I put folks on, you feel me? Without me, it's like without me, if you cut me out this chain, this chain of effect, but a whole bunch of bullshit gonna happen. Like the whole world around me will just crash if anything happened to me. You feel me? So I gotta be the one to grow up type shit. Just be like, man, I can't be no little kid. Like everybody can go party, have fun, and I'm gonna get their money. You know what I'm saying?
Doing that from such a young age, being basically like the provider for daughter, multiple people, has that been overwhelming? Like, is that you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you ain't really had time to be a kid sometimes. You know, you do kid stuff that everybody do. Is it been overwhelming sometimes where you feel like it's too much?
Yeah, but that's why, like, all right, it's like for a second I catch myself pouting like, damn, bro, why I can't be that one nigga who ain't got no friends, no baby, no none. I'm just rich. Woo, woo, woo. Right. Think about that shit. But then I catch myself and I stop and I be like, what? It's a reason though, because I'm a real religious guy. So it's like God did this for me for a purpose. This ain't no random shit. I'm going through this for a reason. So I don't bitch about nothing I go through like at all. Like I just face it. Like I be laughing at shit. I go through the worst shit ever. People be texting me like, "Twin, I'm feeling for you, Twin. I'm praying for you, Twin." I be sitting here dead ass laughing. Like I don't get no fuck. Like, cause my faith is just like I know I'm gonna be all right no matter what. Like, cause I'm not gonna let nothing happen to me. I'm not gonna let nothing happen to nothing. I'm not gonna let me go to shit. Like I'm going to work hard. So I catch myself pouting sometimes, but then I be like, nah, hell nah. Ain't this ain't that. Like I'm like this what it's supposed to be. You gotta step up to that plate. And that's what make me like this what drive me though. This why I drop so much music. This why I work the way I do. This why I got the work ethic I do. This why I think the way I do though. That's why I love it though. Cause if I wasn't challenged like this with these type of problems, I'd be a regular ass nigga. I don't want to be no regular ass nigga. Cause the regular nigga sitting here watching me. And I ain't that's no offense to anybody else, to my supporters or anybody, but shit. I don't want to be the regular person on watching the nigga on the big stage. Nah, I want to be that nigga on the big stage getting watched. So this what these challenges is what made me step up to that plate and be the man I am now. So I don't when I do catch myself whining about some shit, I be like, bro, get your ass up, but you tripping, bro. Like, be a man, but you whining. Feel me?
I think even as you mature and get even more older, I feel like you're gonna really have like a story and like an impact on a lot of people. Cause like just the way you talk about seeing yourself in the future and trying to evolve and talking about God, like a lot of like troubled youth, they gonna want to hear from people like you. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga like me could have every positive thing I could say in the world to a troubled young nigga. They're gonna be like, nigga, what have you done? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? What? But if somebody like you, they be like, oh, he really came from that. I probably should listen to him versus like who's this nigga in a body trying to tell me this? You know what I'm saying? Even though I mean everything in every world, every good in the world, it's like, bro, you ain't never did that. That's like a nigga, that's like you in the NBA and a nigga telling you, bro, you need to work on your dribbling. It's like, bro, who are you? You know what I'm saying? So I think your story really gonna inspire a lot of people.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that, boss.
For sure, for sure. You good?
Yeah.
It's one. It's funny because you probably got my favorite song right now. That
What's your favorite song?
that I'm fly the fuck right now. I could barely
What?
feel my face so high the fuck right now. And it's funny
Mm.
because the next bar when you say my man's ain't real, when I found out that my man's was really my man's, that shit was flawed. Like you said, ain't no beef, is love. You just can't come around. And kind of what we talking about, that's really some damn almost like religious shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have that hate in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because a nigga that you thought that was really your, it's like, damn, it's like I really thought you were my boy, and I really could be pissed off at, you know what I'm saying, what you did, but having that harboring that hatred ain't gonna do nothing but just bring you down. You feel me? Is that kind of the mindset you got when you say that?
It's crazy. It's crazy. You spot on with that one because that is exactly what it is. That is exactly what I was thinking. Like at the time, I was going through a real. I call it a spiritual warfare. Like that's really what it was because I was trying to really change my life after I had got out of jail. Come like, damn, I can't keep doing this shit. Like, I can't keep going back to jail and paying all these lawyer fees and all this shit. I got other shit to worry about. Like every time it always be some bullshit. Like, I can't live like this. So as I'm trying to change my life, it's more bullshit. And you know, when you trying to change your life, it's always gonna be more bullshit thrown at you. So as I'm changing my life, you know, it just was just real hard. Like I was really fighting shit in my head, like thoughts in my head. Like I was going through a whole bunch of shit. Like so that song was really just me like trying to speak my how I feeling like. It was just like shit. Ain't no beef in love, my nigga. Just shit. Like it was me like trying to come to peace with everything, but not even just whatever the situation, whatever like I was talking about, it was really I was just like you say, like just speaking for everybody who been through shit like that. It ain't no beef, it's love, my nigga, but you can't come around. Like and that's how I was really feeling like too. So it was like I'm speaking it how I want everybody else to think, how I'm thinking, and how everybody, if you've been through that, like, shit, nigga a sucker, he a sucker, fuck him, but ain't no beef is love, my nigga, you know?
That's why I like that part song because it's like you could have took a very just ignorant approach, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, man, it's still you just can't come around no more. So that's by far probably my favorite song. Not even by you, just my favorite song. And like I've played that song probably like 20 times in the past like 2 days. Like that's it been on repeat. I love that song. And it's interesting general question because like let's say for example, me and my homeboy or me and anybody had like a falling out or whatever. It's private, niggas don't know us, whatever. You being a public figure, do you find it hard when you deal with maybe a fallout in public or just anything in public? Is it more difficult to deal with now that you're a public figure and things playing out in the public versus if it was playing out in the private? Like dealing with just issues that you usually 5 years ago niggas wouldn't even know about, but now it's a little bit more public. That could be about anything. Like, have you had a hard time dealing with stuff like that?
Yeah, or like, yeah, cause it's like, it depends on who it's with, cause like, um, like, especially with hoes and shit, like, hoe get mad at you and then they get lying on your name and shit, like, that shit done happened to me a lot, or like, or I might just be texting her, and it might not be nothing like that. Like I might just literally just be texting her on some regular shit, not trying to flirt with the whole no man. Like might be asking her a question or trying to show her something. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll screenshot it like I'm flirting with them. Like it all a whole bunch of messy shit. I be hanging that shit.
How do you have you found a way? Because like you said, you trying to evolve. Is have you found a way to like, you know what I'm saying, balance that like because while you are a public figure, you got a private life. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that difficult to balance the two where it's like you a rapper, you trying to do this, you even when you provide, like even your professional life, your personal life, like have you had a hard time, forget the public private thing, just you being a provider, how do you know what I'm saying? Do you have time finding time for you, for Tony? You know what I'm saying? Like have you time?
Being so honest, hell no.
Mm. You don't got a problem, you don't have a problem balancing the two.
And really, not really, because Tony Time really the thing I love to do is to give to others, help others, shit like that. So like if I'm by myself, like yeah, if I'm by myself, the only thing I like to do is read the Bible. All I
Mm,
really do is read the Bible and make music. Really, that's all I do. But like, especially if I'm by myself, so I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't really catch time to by myself, but it's because I really right now I gotta really catch up on all the work.
yeah. Would you say reading the Bible is therapeutic a little bit?
Of course, yeah, it definitely is.
No, yeah, I definitely think no, that could definitely bring solace with everything going on. And I feel like a lot of something else that really brought you into me. I was like, bro, this nigga rap. This nigga putting words together. Like on bar for bar, I like what you was doing on that a lot. You know what I'm saying? I like the whole you had the Adam Eve scheme, you know what I'm saying? Brought from Adam, he be gone by Eve. I was like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if niggas gonna catch that because that was very subtle the way you put it in there, but I like
Mhm.
that. I'm catching everything. So um is that like a what's the word? Is that like a important thing to you to, like be a good rapper? 'Cause, like a lot of niggas go in the booth and just say anything, but like I'm catching like you really trying to put words together. Like, is that intently something you trying to do?
Of course, I make sure that like I try to make sure that like I'm lyrically inclined, like way more inclined than any of the youth.
It's coming off that way. Like I said, and it's funny because a lot of beats you rapping over, I feel like a lot of niggas wouldn't take that approach. Niggas just kind of just write whatever, but you actually trying to be lyrically inclined, and it's definitely hard. Some of my favorite songs by you is when you rapping over like soul samples. I love to
Mm.
hear you more shit like that. Like you rapping over more soul samples, I feel like that might bring more out of you. So in the future, that's just you know what I'm saying? Just suggesting.
I got a lot of that on the way. Shout out Forever, my boy Forever. Me and my boy Forever got a tape on the way. He's probably him and Desi are probably the two hardest with them sounds.
Really? Yeah, I love to hear you have a more sample, so definitely can't wait for that. But yeah, like that Les Drewski, that beat, who produced that?
Oh, that Let's Deuce, is me,
His name is me.
me.
You
I
produced
did.
that?
Hmm.
You produce beats.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. You did Les Drewski.
Hmm.
That beat is hard. Shout
Appreciate that,
out
yeah.
to you. That's a very, very good beat. What else you produced on here? I ain't even know that.
I, I had something to do with all of them.
Really? How you got into producing?
Somebody took my music down. Um, when I had took some, I had dropped my first album. It wasn't really a official album. It was just like BS I put together.
Yeah.
About 20 songs. My first album, my first project, put it together, dropped it. It was all YouTube beats. And it was a dude named Kobe produced it. He took my beat down. He took my song down. He lame in hell. And then after that, I had bought me a computer to play games on and shit. But then I was like, um, I had end up not using it a bit. But then when I was making beats, then when I started making music, I was like, damn, I could make beats on that bit. So I downloaded the FL, I looked the little tutorial up, and shit. It took me about 2 days, learn how to make the beats. It was over with.
How long ago was that?
About 2 years ago.
Hey, you are a very good producer. Like I said, these beats, are you trying to go for a certain sound with these beats? Like I said, it feel like I'm like in a 2006 like Atlanta studio session, like, and I mean that in a good way. Like it bring back like a feeling that niggas don't really capture no more.
Uh, I just try to be different. It's not a certain sound. It's more so like different. It's just different. As long as it don't sound like them. That my motto. As long as it don't sound like them, I'm good.
You want to be different. Like you want to differentiate yourself from the rest of niggas.
Cause hell, I don't want to be putting the boat. Nothing. I don't want to be known as no drill artist. I want to be known as nothing that I ain't. You feel me? Like I don't want to be known as no drill rapper. I want to be known as an artist. I want to be put up there with Adele, like Elvis, like feel me, like real bosses, real artists. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you speak on me, it's like Drake. Like I'm not none of that bullshit. Like you know me as a real boss. Like shout to get money. Like fuck all that other shit. I don't want to be known as no killer, no top driller. But know me for getting money and putting my niggas on. If you come fuck with Tony, you gonna get some money. That's what I want you to hear. Like, well, boy, every nigga that fuck, that boy get some money. Like, look at Tony, all them boys getting some money. Look at Tony, he getting money. Ooh, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm trying to do. Like,
No, I feel
shit.
a top smacker shit. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like that should only get you so far. You feel me? Because like you said, you trying to provide for other people. You out here smiking niggas. What that's gonna do for everybody? You know what I'm saying? So you helping niggas on a spiritual tip, on a money tip. I definitely respect that. Also on bar for bar, I got a question on a bar. You said something like if a nigga ducking sneakers, you give him free what? What you said?
I give him free poke.
And you talking about cigarette, right?
Yeah, Newport.
That's funny because I'm from Florida. That's something that niggas say down here. I've always thought that was a Florida thing. I never known for that to be a thing outside of Florida for niggas called cigarettes pokes. That's like some shit you
Shit.
always heard.
Yeah. My fault. Get the fuck out the way, bro. I'm in the interview, push that. My fault.
No, you straight, you straight. No, I was just saying, like, yeah, how long niggas been saying pokes in Georgia? Like, I always thought that was some Florida shit, because I'm from Florida
I
nigga.
don't even think niggas say that. I just got my own little lingo.
Got you. See, that's Florida. That's some shit niggas say in Florida. That's why I was like, niggas say that outside of Florida. But yeah, that's what niggas.
Really, I got a big vocabulary. Like I ain't even know they said
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Also, who produced Hot?
that. Forever.
Oh, that's forever, right? That's dude with that's dude with the soul samples, right?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure, for sure, for sure. Yeah, man. Like I said, I've been listening to you just straight through, and just looking at your interviews, and a nigga appreciate what you got going on, bro. But before we get out of here, dude, I do gotta ask because I seen you seem tall. You seem like you got some height on you. You grew up hooping?
Then I grew up. Hey, I did.
You still straight?
No, ass. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, family.
How tall you is?
I'm 5'10", 5'11", some shit like that.
That's your 5'11". Nah, a nigga was finna say, you know what I'm saying? I'll be throughout Atlanta, nigga, you know what I'm saying? If you ever trying to get a little, you know what I'm saying, one-on-one matchup in, mm,
I bust your ass for some pay. Now, don't do that one.
we can put some money down. What's your, what's your game? You shoot? What you do? You drive? What you do?
Don't worry about it. You gonna have to wait till I get to busting your ass.
Hey man, light skinned niggas have a lot of confidence in basketball, and I respect it. But we could definitely set some up for the future for sure, for sure. But yeah, man, like I said, I definitely appreciate you coming through, man. I don't want to keep it for too long. If you got any words, any last words for the people out there watching, man, let it be known.
Ah man, it's a lot. It's a lot to be said. Um, not enough time to say it. How do man, if you going through something, stay down. I'm not gonna force you to go to Jesus or nothing like that. You feel me? Because I want to force no religion on y'all boys, but I would just tell y'all boys to stay positive and don't let whatever you fighting overcome you. You feel what I'm saying? Always remember that it's something better going. It's something better for you. You know what I'm saying? And if you stay working hard and if you stay working hard, just swear everything gonna be straight. Swear. So everybody just stay down and make sure you put your family first. No matter how much you working, no matter how hard you working, don't ever forget to your kids, whoever you love, man, make time for them.
Yeah, for sure. Hey man, I can't wait. Like I said, hey bro, you a positive ass young nigga. I know you seem like we call young nigga, but I see it with bro, a lot of young niggas I meet, bro. Niggas just be on, you know how niggas be. The niggas be on straight bullshit. So just as somebody listening to you talk, I appreciate what you know what I'm saying, the message that you're giving out to people. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, bro. So um
Of course, I mean I appreciate that.
for sure. For everybody watching right now, I appreciate y'all. Until next time, I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play. Y'all holla at your boy. And that is it. Yo, I
Thank
appreciate that,
you.
man. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you, family.